Middle school educators, this is Patrick from TomTod Ideas, and I'm here to walk you through our project plan of the week. As our students are getting used to online learning, coming up on the end of the school year, we think this is a great time to return to or start a personal learning plan for each student. So we'll help them transition into the summer, help them focus on their goals, and to help you understand how they are learning online and how those things have changed since we've switched to distance learning. So I'm going to walk you through our big future game plan. That's our template for the personalized learning plan. So the big future game plan breaks down into a couple pieces. The first is an entry event where we explain to students what personalized learning plans are and have them reflect on the goals that they've already achieved this year. It's a really powerful way to start this conversation with your students. Next, we start with the learner profile. Learner profile consists of a couple parts that students will be completing on their own and with the help of a family member. So those parts are their interests, their unique qualities, their supports and team, who are those people that they can rely on, and their defining strengths. We have students answer a few simple questions about what they like and their interests, which might be a great thing to lean into in a project-based way with your students right now. We have students define their uniqueness, what's cool about them, and we do this in a couple creative ways with pictures, with a few words, and by having them focus on something that they're concerned about, that they want to use their time and intelligence and power to fix in the world. Then we have students define their supports. This is something you don't see in all personalized learning plans, but we think it's really important. Who are the people your students are talking to right now that they can rely on and who can help them? Next, we move on to defining your strengths. So we use the character strength finder assessment. This is a really cool assessment where students take it and then a family member takes it as well. And it shows them where they have agreed and disagreed about their students' relative strengths. And it's a great conversation starter for families. And that's what we hope that it is. It's a conversation about what their strengths are, because we really want to promote that growth mindset. Next, we move on to the students' learning styles and have them use this handy chart to identify what way do they learn best. And that really matters with our students learning online. This is the online learning style. We just have students do a quick assessment on what it's like to learn online and how that's changed for them. We want them reflecting on that. So the final part of the learner profile is a family member assessment. We want a family member to write what they think the student's learning style is. So now we're getting that family involvement piece in. We're getting students to reach out to other trusted adults in their life to reflect on their goals and their skills. Next part's a little shorter, and it's our learner toolkit. And what we want students doing here is thinking about how do they learn best? How do they collaborate? How do they express and show their learning in different ways? We have students reflect on creating tools. How do they best express their learning? And learning tools. How do they best access and understand things? So this is all feedback we need to take into consideration as educators as we help our students navigate online learning. Finally, we had the Create Your Future section. This is a goal setting section where students set different goals and create action plans around those goals, and then also reflect on the goals that they've already achieved this year. So we give a few tools on making SMART goals, and then we ask students to set a learning goal. And you can see that each goal has the tools and resources they'll need, who could help them and collaborate, the steps to getting to that goal, so they're breaking it down, and notes for you to put in after the students have made their goals on their assignment. So we want this to be a living, active document that you can come back to and maybe even use as a portfolio for the end of the year. Next, we ask students to make a personal goal. This is something the students get to define and you get to define with them. And finally, we have students investigate a career goal. And this is a great end of the year project. Consider their next move. So they can think about what career they might want to do and set a goal around that. And the last part is for students to reflect on their goals. And this would be a great conversation starter for you to do with them when you have your one-on-one conference. We recommend having a one-on-one conference with each student. This could be something you do from now to the end of the school year, but you're going to be discussing those goals, discussing their learner profile as a really great closure event for students at the end of the school year. We hope that this lesson plan is helpful for you guys, that you can implement it with students, and that it refocuses them on their goals, their learning styles, and their abilities. We really want to promote that growth mindset, and we think that the Big Future Game Plan as a personalized learning plan for students is a great way to do that. We'd love to hear your feedback. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jump on to our weekly newsletters for educators, which we call Educator Explorations, or get on our daily emails we call Daily Adventures for middle schoolers. Thank you so much, and we bring you another project plan next week.